Barron Championship rings. This is who we are.
And welcome back here to St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario. We have our fans here. That's some of our ladies from that first set icing themselves down, and St. Clair College Saints took care of business 3-1 against the Mohawk Mountaineers earlier as we set ourselves up for set number 2, where Mohawk taking St. Clair College in that first set. On that back line, serving for Mohawk is going to be Anthony BG's. And that's an ace serve to start it up, and Beges is on the board.
It's strange that you have a middle person serving first, but he's done such a good job keeping St. Clair on balance.
It's not ideal for defense, but it works on the serve.
Right.
And that ball goes long and out of bounds. And there's Hubert Batista on that back line, calling out his shots, and he's ready to serve for St. Clair. That ball goes long and out of bounds, and tip for tat. Both of them go out of bounds. On the back line here for Mohawk, serving is going to be one of the 3 brothers, Justin Kong from Burlington. Serves it over. Pahal pushes it outside to Friesen, and Friesen just swings back to the 5.
Over top. See that? Decent pass. Sets the ball on a broken block. Good ball from Jeremy. Right where it should be.
That is OT. Kong to Kong and out of the middle, nothing there.
It's not that big of a deal to force the middle in the first couple plays. Kind of keeps everybody honest.
Pahal, the setter, goes long across. Kong back to his brother Kong, and they run the exact same play again. Rolls it up and over. Friesen goes back outside. Long shot, Pahal to Cedar, to Friesen. Friesen gets a touch and a break, and they get the point.
Yeah, for some reason, broken block, one person backs off the net, causes irritation when the ball's coming off somebody's arms.
4 serving 2. Squeaker gets over the net. Kong sets it all the way outside to the left. That's a block ball from Logan Ondrako.
That's what we talked about earlier. Logan's putting up those big stats on the left side with the block, right? Turns it in nicely. Great job, Logan.
Yep, set going back outside the right side. Dug up from Ondrako. Set's going long out, and then Friesen takes a swing at it. It's going to be tight to the net, and that ball is going to go outside the antenna.
St. Clair's on him aggressively. Great serves by the setter. He's putting the ball in the right spot. It's just hard to come around.
Pahal to serve. Touch ball, Kong goes out of the middle, and there's Ryan Acott waiting for him.
Vinny's going to take a timeout for Mohawk. You can see this ball's passed. Everybody knows it's going middle because it's a perfect pass. Ryan Acott reaches and push. Great job, Ryan.
We're calling our Barber's Chair timeout right now because Mohawk has seen enough. And we see some of our stats from that first set. Anything jumping out here, Rob?
Well, the attempts for St. Clair at 15 and the attempts at Mohawk of 8. And Mohawk, put a pretty good beating on them. That's where it is.
I mean, when you have stats like that on your attack,
yes.
I think mathematically it's impossible to win.
Pretty much. And that's what you're battling it back. You don't want to have those stats the second game. And you can see the blocks too. The blocks basically were 2 big blocks in the middle, and the Mountaineers had mostly blocks on the outside.
Kimberly Quintanilla reading to her ladies there off of her phone.
Yep.
Pahal takes that serve. Kong goes right side to the right side player, and then we got a net violation happening from St. Clair College. It looks like they're calling Pahal, number 13, on the net. Oh, they're going to say it's Ryan Acott. number 18.
You never know if you touch the net, right?
Oh, yeah,
Is that how
never.
it is?
Never know that you touched it. To Cedar, to Pahal, to Andrejko, and Draco finds it deep into the corner.
Yeah, smart hit by Logan, hits the ball deep corner. Mohawk's just going to take those. They're going to give those up and dig the ones that are a little bit easier.
Friesen puts it into the net, and Mohawk gets a free point, and they're only down by 4.
Yeah, it's amazing. St. Clair went on that run and back, and here we are at 8-4.
James Noga to serve, goes up and now to Pahal. Pahal goes to DeCedar, and DeCedar goes big and cross.
Old man Time here has no problems hitting that ball across court. Ball is in front of him.
Well, you coached him for how many years when you were here?
You know what? He was finishing up when I was coming in. That's how long it is.
That ball served long and out, and Coach Lynch's his tenure here was a long time. So I think Jeremy DeCedar was in grade school at that time. I think his math is a little off. So there's serve from Mohawk and a big cross court from Jeremy DeCedar, and he puts it down.
Yeah, one-on-one block. You know, smart hitter. But just look, see the blocks jumping inside. You'll see him pull the ball across the shoulder. Yeah, it's an easy kill.
Finds that edge on that backcourt. And Draco with a big serve, and there's a dump shot from the smart setter, Justin Kong.
Yeah, good job. As soon as they split the offensive hitters, Justin, smart player. See the run in the back step again, and Ubert's job is to block that.
6 serving 10. Mohawk serves it up to Friesen, and Draco gets a high hand shot dug out from Mohawk, and they go straight down the line, and there's a triple block on that young man, Michael Kong, and he finds the way through.
Well, his brother knows that he has an outlet in his other brother, and he's just swinging hard. He's not taking prisoners.
7 serving 10. Big serve on the outside, taken by Militic. Back outside, Mohawk, and they roll it in. Kong shaking it up.
Yeah, nice roll. Saw the 3 blockers out of the corner of his eye and just rolled over top.
8 serving 10. McInnes to serve. Taking his time, throws up a jump. Big long serve taken. Pahal pushes it back out to DeCedar, recycled up on high hands. Set goes outside and then blocked out of bounds. And Michael Kong goes down.
You know what? In the women's game, you saw the ball being set far off the net. Why don't you just stay down and play defense around it? He's not even in the screen when he's hitting that ball.
McInnes on a run. Owen throws up a jump and puts it into the net, but he's okay with that because they fought hard and they came down within 2 now of St. Clair.
Nice to see Coach Vinny go up there and say, that's a great job. You've done some good spins, and we're going to keep you in. Let's get right at it.
DeCedar, Kong goes outside and rolls it in. Hubert Batista gets a piece of it. It's going to be a free ball here. Comes back and over. That ball's in system outside to Kong and blocked by Hubert Batista. And he
That was
running
a
out.
great block. The last thing you want to do is go outside against Hubert and Frankie Friesen.
There's that free ball.
Wow.
Batista puts it down. Set goes outside to Michael Kong. Michael Kong gets a big swing, and Draco's going to throw it back. And then that set on a right side slide comes across the body, and Batista can't get to it. And looks like Anthony Bagis gets that cross court.
And he gets to go back and serve too, so. Good dig. Great dig by Logan and Enrico.
10 serving 12. Big jump serve. Goes across to Cedar, to Pahel. It's going to go to Friesen to make something happen. Oh, my. He had all kinds of time and got tons of air on that.
Yeah, he's up high enough to touch it 3 feet inside and decides to wait to let the ball comes down and then
pushes it in. There's a set going high on the outside, and they just ran out of room, and that goes outside the antenna. How's that for hustle from Michael Kong?
Yeah, it's a great job. He had to save his brother's set, so he had to go all out for it.
Hubert Batista.
He blasted one off the back wall last time, so.
Giving us, he keeps them all tons of room, and he still put it along.
Well, he's pumped up.
I think they're just like, calm down, Hubert. Calm down.
Never let him shake your hand after a big block.
Pahel pushes it out to Friesen, and Friesen gets a free one, puts it down.
But as you can see, Mohawk has no worries. Look, after he sets the ball, he gets hit, Mohawk comes down and goes, yeah, it's a good hit. Let's regroup.
Right through. Kong to Kong. Kong keeps it inbound. And gets a kill out of the middle. Petruski from Calgary, Alberta puts it in.
Really nice run.
Nice one-handed set and gets a 31. There's Pahel. Nope, Friesen takes it from him, and Draco gets a block. It's touched on the block. Coming out of the backcourt, Michael Kong blocked from Acott, and Draco throws it in, and it looks like it's out of bounds.
Smart move from Ryan Acott, knowing the ball's coming out of the back row a little bit low. He delays his block and goes up and pulls the ball back into play.
Michael Kong throws in the serve. Jeremy DeCedar to Pahel. Pahel forces out of the middle, and there's a block. It's going to be over, and there's a joust for Mohawk. Friesen goes long and deep. Doug on the outside. Oh, little scramble here for Mohawk. Frankie Friesen to Pahel, goes back to him on the back right side. Wide open, puts it down.
Can you say just give me the ball high and let me go over top?
Lots of give and goes from these guys. That's what he did, straight down. Frankie Friesen in the back court. Puts in a big serve. Kong goes right side, goes a roll shot, and Acott makes him pay.
There's Ryan, that late block again. Smart play. He's seen 3 or 4 dumps already. As you can see, he'll delay his jump. He knows he's not going cross court because Jeremy DeCedar's there.
Frankie Friesen with that serve, and that ball goes out of bounds.
Just out.
And Mohawk still hanging in there. They seem to be hanging around this 2 or 3 point deficit.
Yeah, this in between 15 to 20 is a really tough battle.
Noga with the serve. DeCedar to Pahel. Pahel back to DeCedar. Another give and go. Uses his left on that. Kong's going backcourt to his brother, and they come flying out of the 6.
Strapping the belt on, he's going to take care of things. Look at this replay. You can see he puts the ball right in the middle back.
No block, no defense. It looked like practice. Noga. Pahel's going back to Friesen out of the backcourt. Off the noggin. Oh my. Kong gets a piece of it. That's a hustle from that young man.
Yeah, great swing for Frankie Friesen out of the back row. Something we need for him to make sure that St. Clair can stay established. And it was just a basic. Good up by Julian, and just run a meter in front, let him bury it.
Off the noggin on the block. There's a pass. It's going to be tight to the net. The big swing. Batista has his sticks up to block it. Kong forces it out of the middle, and Bages puts it wide.
Yeah, didn't get off the net far enough. Had no angle on the set. Timeout for Mohawk here.
And Coach Saporito has seen enough. He calls timeout. We go into the Barber's chair timeout here at St. Clair College. And we can see our St. Clair Saints athletes of the week. The women's team, Logan Cusera, and the men's side, David Gomez Jr. And we can talk a little bit about the men's basketball team. They're leading their division in first place, or is it in the OCAA?
I know they're in first place in their division. I know they're one of the top teams in the OCAA. They've done such a great job there.
They're knocking on the door for a national ranking too.
I think they are.
Well,
when you're number one in your region, you have to get some sort of nod out of that.
Lots of great things happening here for basketball, and there's Coach Jimmy Alturk getting his just desserts for taking care of business in that first set. The St. Clair College women's team knocked off Mohawk 3-1.
If you win, you get to get chicken fingers, I guess.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Does that happen for the Monty
Yeah.
or the Express here for the broadcast booth?
That's right. That would be nice.
The Monson Express broadcast booth looking for some chicken wings. Ryan A. caught with that serve. Goes to Kong, right side, roll shot. Batista throws it up. It's going to be up to Andrejko, and Draco throws it up himself. Kong from the backcourt to his brother, Michael Kong, throws it down, dug out from DeCedar, and Draco takes a roll shot. Kong is now setting it outside, and there's a little roll shot. There's a net violation from Batista.
Yeah, nice sweet play. You know, McGinnis saw that he was baiting Batista, rolled the ball right into his hands, but Hubert was pressed too much, couldn't come down without it.
Sigurdsson to serve, throws it up, and it goes, oh, gets the ace serve. And just like that, Mohawk is just like a gnat flying around St. Clair College, and they're back within 2.
Yes, you can see that ball has landed. Frankie's got to give him a call.
Float serve, Friesen takes it, Pahel back to DeCedar. DeCedar puts it down, and he says, that's enough.
Yep, give me that one-on-one block, young man, and I'll take care of things.
Jeremy
nice
DeCedar,
pass.
The old man on the team. And Draco with a big serve. Kong throws it in. Batista's there to answer. Going back on the outside, 2 blocks, and Batista gives him no room.
Hubert controls the net. That's his domain. That's where he wants the ball. You can see him reach over. That's mine.
21 serving 17, and Draco with a big serve. Kong running out of system. Roll shot, cycles it back in. Mohawk goes to the pipe and gets lucky on it. A little bit of a scramble from St. Clair.
Yeah, Hubert was very aggressive. It just, everybody was backing off the net. It's tough for Jeremy to bring that ball up off the hands.
Owen McInnes serving for Mohawk.
St. Clair needs to side out right away.
Looks like we're going to get a jump spin. McInnes takes a piece of it. DeCedar keeps it in system. Pahel goes backcourt to Friesen. No block, and they pay for it.
I'd like to see that ball set a little lower so Frankie can jump through it. The ball's a little bit high, but it did work. Frankie's almost standing underneath the ball when he jumps.
So there's a serve, and that ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, St. Clair's serving that back corner. They need to get involved with that.
Anthony Beji serving from Hamilton, 6'4", first year. Puts up a jump, big serve. Frankie takes it. Pahel running way out there. Back to Frankie Friesen. Oh, Beji gets a piece of it, but it's not enough.
Nope, Frankie just reaches up and pulls the ball down. Excellent job. Great set, good pass. You see Mohawk's going to go over top of a smaller setter, which will probably go to the right.
Batista with a serve, and man, oh man, he's having some problems on the back line. He's missing by a mile.
Yeah, he's too pumped up after having those blocks. I've seen it before. He gets really, really into it.
Frankie Friesen to Pahel. Pahel goes for the dump. Mohawk saying they didn't touch it, so they're going to play it out. Wait a minute. Oh, double hit. I think that's a makeup call there from the first official.
It could have been.
Yeah.
But you never know. You think that he touches that ball, this is what happens with the timeout from St. Clair College.
Well, we're in our Barber's shared timeout here. Well, our next webcast is going to be Wednesday night, where the Fanshawe Falcons are coming down the 401 to visit St. Clair College. That's going to be Wednesday, January 29th. The women's game is going to start at 6 o'clock, and the men's game going to be on at 8. That's Fanshawe and St. Clair Wednesday, a rare Wednesday game here at St. Clair College.
Don't miss that one. That women's match is going to be crazy.
Well, we'll have it all live here. You can watch it from anywhere inside your home on any device. And there's Coach Riem doing a great job here. I want to take a little bit of credit coaching Coach Riem when he was in the 7th and 8th grade, when he was 12 and 13 years old.
And then you brought him to me for a year.
There you go.
To play with my son, Josh.
And that ball served into the net. And St. Clair College with the first set point of game number 2. Pahal with the serve. And that ball goes long and out of bounds. And Mohawk hanging in there, only 2 points out. St. Clair College with the second set point.
4 of the last 6 points have been bad serves.
Pahel's just going to throw it up to Friesen. Friesen takes a little bit off of it. No one there. It's going to be a free ball here. Throws it back. Friesen takes the first one. Pahel goes back to Friesen. Nobody there, and they make him pay.
Nice swing by Frankie Friesen to finish this up. And that leaves a big statement for the end of this game, too. You can see it.
A little give and go, and he lets him know, and he swings back across his body and hits the pot. And both these teams are switching sides, and we're all tied up 1 game apiece. You're watching OCAA men's volleyball here on We Digital.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
Mont's On Time Express has all of your delivery needs covered with a fleet of 50 vehicles, including cargo and sprinter vans, along with 24-foot straight trucks. It doesn't matter if the freight is big or small. Mont's On Time Express can guarantee safe and prompt delivery service throughout Canada and the United States. Licensed to broker freight throughout North America, Mont's On Time Express features same-day delivery service, along with a state-of-the-art dispatching system and live GPS tracking assistance. Mont's is fully insured and Canadian bonded and has certifications with FAST, CTAT, PIP, and SmartWay. Mont's On Time Express is open 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. To get your delivery moving, contact Mont's On Time Express at www.montsontime.ca or call toll-free at 877-250-8282.
And there's a team right now setting themselves up for a little bit of a comeback. They lost this second set to St. Clair College, the Mohawk Mountaineers, and we're all tied up at 1 game apiece.
I think the big reason St. Clair did well against them this match, or this last set, was the difference was Jeremy DeCeter. A little more confidence, got some open sets, buried some balls. It took a little bit off of Frankie Friesen to get all the kills. And Hubert Batista took care of things at the net.
Well, there's Jen Taylor from the St. Clair College women's team, and when they won a little bit earlier, defeating the Mohawk Mountaineers 3-1. They're getting into this game just like we are. Myself, Sean Lippert, and Rob Lynch in your Montauk Express broadcast booth, welcoming you here to Windsor, Ontario. And on the back line, we have Jeremy DeCeter putting in the first serve, and that ball goes long and out of bounds, and Mohawk's on the board first.
Well, we need to make sure we get those first serves in to get some sort of jump on this Mohawk team. They're too good to let them get free points.
Friesen to Bahel. They go to Andrejko, and Andrejko goes across the court. Mohawk's going to throw in a free ball here, dropping it into the two. Andrejko takes the first one, and Friesen swings, gets a piece of the hands from Mohawk, goes back outside the right side, and just like that, Luke Sergensen using Frankie Friesen.
Yeah, that wasn't, that was dirty. Just reaches, sees Frankie's left arm, and just goes down the slide.
And that ball goes long and out of bounds, and I think St. Clair College got a break there.
Yeah, good job by Julie Militic, smart guy. Knew the ball was going long and turned around and wished that it was going long.
Batista with the serve. In system, Bages gets a piece of it, and oh my, Batista getting dirty.
Great job by Hubert.
He
might be a little hurt.
He might be paying the price for it too.
Yeah, he came down hard.
Oh.
I think he hurt his wrist. That might be the issue.
Let's see if we can get a replay on that of the boys out of the truck. See how it goes.
Great touch by Jeremy DeCeter. Got the ball in the air. You can see it here.
We won't see it
There's
out of
Jeremy.
this angle.
Boom. Yeah, when he sprawls out, I think he hurt himself.
So, well, he's pushing himself up with his wrist, so I don't think that'll be a problem there. He's going to stay out there.
They're going to lib him out, so get a chance to look at him. St. Clair staff, Wayne Campbell's here. Wayne has been here for a few years. He was here when Moses was here.
Yeah.
And he'll take care of things fairly quick.
3 serving 1. Mohawk throws it in. Frankie Friesen throws up the Pahel, give and go. And he gets a swing on it. Oh my.
Frankie lays on the floor, gets up, and still hits the ball. See him down, now he gets up, and single block.
Yep, nobody there. And Kong just looks over to the bench and goes, my bad. They're going to call a net violation on Justin Kong, doing a little fishing on the net.
Yeah, you know what Justin said? He went over top of me. It's okay. We'll get him back.
33 on the board. Pahal to serve. Dugout. Kong throws it on the outside. No one there, and Draco makes them pay with the overpass.
Yeah, Patel's been doing a great job on the serve. They've been scoring lots of points, as you can see. It's overpass, and Draco just took a big swing.
There's another serve Patel, and again, Kong out of system, has to make something up, and there's the block set up.
There it is.
And that's one stat you never get to see is like on that tough serve and the Kong running way out of position, it allows the blockers to set themselves in.
Yeah, there's a new thing called running sets, and that's what they base things on also.
Little touch pass, Pahel. DeCeter gonna go outside, and then Frankie Friesen goes way too much cross.
Yeah.
And, oh my, that was nasty.
Mohawk needs some help. Hoping Frankie gets tired of hitting these balls.
So Kong to Kong, back outside there, and a piece dug out there from Iono. Kong to Kong back again, and there's a block there from Ryan Acott.
Good job. Ryan stuck with his man. Big timeout here coming from Mohawk. Look at Ryan step over. He knows what it's running, and he's got it. Nice job, Ryan Acott.
Just sitting there waiting for it, and Mohawk takes to the bench for the Barber's chair timeout.
Ryan Acott played at Kennedy High School.
Yes, he did.
So did you, didn't you?
Way back in 1990. We'll leave it right there. Let's take a look at these stats here.
Well, the kills have gone through the roof, right, with St. Clair. And that was the help with Frankie Friesen having 10 kills in the second set. Errors You can see the unforced errors are down for St. Clair, and that's a big, big helper. Only problem is that we still have 10 service errors compared to 2 aces.
That's not
for
going to help
St.
you.
Clair. No, it's not. And Mohawk's out digging St. Clair 21-16. So, you know, everything's kind of there with the errors and the attempts, but the big stick is the Saints have let them stay around by service errors, and you know what, the blocks. Hubert Batista picked up 4 blocks in that last set. Makes a big difference. Your defense is much better with the big block. And unfortunately, listen, a few years ago, I spent my last year at Kennedy High School, and I played volleyball there too.
Lots of Clippers in the house here tonight.
There they are.
Kong to Kong, and then they're going back to him out of the backcourt, and
Triple block.
Yeah.
Nice aggressive block. Just found a seam.
well, Justin Kong really shaking things up. That's not normally the set that he would go for there.
Nope. But he's, you know what, he's strapping it on. He's their lead guy, right?
McInnes to serve from Guelph, a first year. Throws up the serve into the net.
Yep.
And St.
Just a
Clair
bad
College
toss. Bad toss.
taking the lead here by 4.
Frankie's got to keep this ball in.
Frankie Friesen with the serve, and then he puts it into the net.
Yeah, the difference between 9-4 and 8-5 is quite a bit in regards to this first start to this third set.
Beji serving for Mohawk.
He's had a
giving
couple
himself some
aces
room.
here.
Here's a jump spin. Goes down there. Miletich throws it back up. Andrejko's got to go across his body. And there's a set on the outside. Frankie Friesen gets a piece, and I might get it. And oh my, that's a hustle from that young man there.
Yeah, Julian Miletic, he runs 100 in just under 20 seconds, and he almost got it. But you know what? It's all heart with Julian. Great guy.
6 serve and 8 for Mohawk. Big ace serve, which is dug by Miletic. And Jeremy DeCedar comes across his body and goes down the line.
Yeah, he's going over top of Kong just like he should. The ball's set off the net. As you can see him come through. Ball's passed, set in front of him, and he just takes care of that down the line.
Ryan Acott, the serve. Gets a little piece of the top of the tape. Kong inside. They run a tandem,
Yeah,
and it
run
scores.
side by side, just like the old days, right, Sean?
Yeah. You don't get to see that play that often because the blockers are so fast nowadays
They
compared
are.
to.
But they took Logan Andrico out of the play by running that ball inside.
Kong throws it in to Pahel, back to Andrejko. Nobody there on the cross-court block.
Yeah, Kong set that block up to be down the line, and he was off the net quite a bit. Watch how far off the net Kong is, trying to get as much reach as he can.
Yep, a wide open shot. And Draco comes into the game and serves it into the net. Mohawk still into this game, 8 serving 10 as one of the Kong brothers.
They're letting them stay inside this. This is what's happening. St. Clair can't let them stay here.
Friesen, and then goes out to DeCedar, dug outside from Kong. That ball, Sergensen keeps it in. Pahel to Batista behind him, no one there. Kong going to the pipe, and that ball gets put down, and that young man is pumped up. Michael Kong, and he goes to the back line.
Yeah, you know what? I know they're arguing a call in regards to the ball being out, but I think Michael Kong's doing a great job in controlling what's happening in this game.
Well, he's on that line here, 9 serving 10, and they're fighting back in here. DeCedar, it's tight to Pahel, one hand block from Mohawk, and Noga gets a point.
You know what? He's a regular middle blocker and doing his job. So
Friesen to Pahel to Andrejko. Andrejko dug up by the setter. Lib is in. They go back to Michael Kong, throws it in, and everybody's hanging out by the back line.
Yeah, Julian just yelled, you know it's going to be a tip. Ball's low.
Rolls it in. There's a serve to Pahel. Pahel, oh my! And Hubert Batista comes out of that on fire.
And this is the problem. We're in the third set right now, and that's Hubert's first kill. Got to fire that ball to him. He's got to be put in play.
11-11, DeCedar with the serve. Kong splits it out there to Richardson, and no touch.
No touch. I think Logan missed it. Was the no touch there.
The young men here from Mohawk excited on the camera. And they're keeping it in play. And Draco and Batista gets a piece of it. That's going to be a free ball. They throw it up. Oh my. Sky ball going out there, and Friesen puts it down.
Yeah, they're not going to call that overset. There's
no advantage.
There's none. So
that ball was spinning like Saturn, but who cares?
That's right. It's a free ball.
DeCedar. Kong goes outside. Sergeson, and they get a touch. Or sorry, that's McInnes on the outside. Owen.
Yeah, had no problem swinging on that. Okay, Frankie's out of power now. This is going to be a big matchup. Front row setter, probably going to be a dump here.
Uh-oh. And that's service reception error from St. Clair. 13-all.
And we were up 4, if you remember, right?
Mohawk with the serve. Frankie Friesen with an overpass. Oh, Pahel gets the block. Out of the back court. There's Kong with a touch from DeCedar. And Draco's got to throw it in. Kong is going to go outside. Big cross court. Nobody home because McInnes put it wide.
Yeah, I tried to put a little bit too much on it. Great defense. Julian was in spot. Didn't have to play that. Great positioning.
Coach Riem's seen enough of Batista serves. He puts in Jordan Fair from Leamington.
Yes. Jordan's got a nice little spin serve here.
That ball gets dug up, and it's going to be a free ball. Comes over, and they're going to say too many touches.
4 hits. Reached him on the side as he was going by.
4 touches. Fair on the back line to serve.
See if he can put him in trouble again.
15 serving 13, and he puts it into the net. And he gets subbed out right away, and Batista is going to come back in and go right back out again. Serving for Mohawk is going to be number 5, Luke Sergeson. Throws it in. Friesen throws it up. Pahel's got to go back to him. He gets a touch ball, and nobody there on the high hands.
Yeah, I think that Justin knew that he could get it. He was just thinking that Luke was closer than he was.
Pahel serving for St. Clair College on the back line. Throws in a float.
Watch the setter dump here.
There it is.
Yep.
Friesen's waiting for it. Just like that. Frankie was waiting for it.
Unfortunately, Frankie's blocking that, and you can see they're running a back slide. There was nobody blocking the right side.
Would have been wide open.
Yep.
Pahel with that serve. Kong's going to go backcourt to his brother, and they drop it in, and Frankie cheats inside, and Michael Kong knows it.
You know what? Just the IQ of these young guys. Yeah.
Throws it in there. Oh my, Michael Kong, heads up play.
Great job by the Kong brothers.
15 serving 17. There's a cross-court serve. Pahel right to Ryan Acott. Nobody there. Puts it down.
Good job again by Ryan. He's quick up. Giving a target for the setter.
Pahel calling out his defensive blockers. Frankie Friesen puts up the big jump. That ball pushed to Kong. Kong forces it to the right side. Pahel gets a piece of it. He puts it up, and no one there for DeCedar.
Yeah, I thought Ryan might have been able to get that easier than Jeremy.
Aona is only seeing the serve receives.
You can see that ball is just in front too much.
Beijis with the serve. Miletich puts it up. Oh, Pahel. And then we're going to get an interference call from Mohawk.
I don't understand that.
Well,
Back row setter.
yeah, it looked like it was coming over. And that's exactly what Mohawk's arguing right now, too. Maybe the boys in the truck can catch that replay. No. Looks like, yeah, they're saying that. Let's see here, see how far he comes over.
Yep.
He reaches up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was pretty close to the plane.
It was.
There's Kong. Puts it up in there, and then there's an unforced error.
And that's what happens. If you're not resetting and getting ready right away, the ball just comes in, and it's a kerfuffle.
And right now, it's unraveling here for Mohawk.
Ryan's got to keep the serve in, keep the pressure on.
There's the float serve. Kong, and then a cross court there from number 10, James Noga.
James has been pulling that ball back into two every time. Why can't we block that?
He does. He just swings across.
Yeah.
Sigurdsson the serve. DeCedar to Pahel. Pahel goes right. Oh, out of the backcourt. Even I got tricked on that.
Yeah.
No block.
If you don't serve Frankie, be ready for him on the third hit.
Yeah, that's the play where they always went to the right side. I got into that rhythm. And we are at the Barber's chair timeout in set number 3, and St. Clair College leading Mohawk 21-17. Let's take a little trip around the league here for St. Clair College basketball scoreboard. The women and the men are playing right now, and we have the women's game where they won 82-51. Jana Casera had 22 points, and her sister Logan had 13 points. And the Saints improved to 9 wins with 3 losses. And the win came off an 84-75 loss to Fanshawe on January 17th. And then you have on the men's side, and they're playing right now live in the 4th. Mohawk with the lead, 86-73, and that might be a little bit of an upset for St. Clair College.
Saints need to get to work on this 4th quarter and pull that back. It's nice seeing the Gutierrez twins score, 35 points between them to lead St. Clair.
Here's your St. Clair College men's taking to the court here in Windsor, Ontario. They're up on top of Mohawk, 21-17, and we're all tied up at 1 game apiece. I know it says 0 games there, but it should say 1 in this best of 5 as we're in the 3rd set. There's a shank pass. Kong gets a little piece of it, and it goes out of bounds, and we're at 22 points.
Yeah, this is the best part of St. Clair with Logan serving a tough spin serve because it's dropping off a table. We have a weaker front row with only Ubert as our main guy in the front.
Logan and Drenko with the serve, and that ball goes out of bounds. 18 serving 22 as St. Clair College goes in to serve receive, and on that back court it's going to be number 4 Michael Kong, the left side from Burlington, a 3rd year here at Mohawk. DeCedar throws it up. Friesen throws it high on the side, and it gets a left-handed wipe.
You can't learn that in men's volleyball. You have to learn that in the co-ed leagues that he's been playing.
Jeremy DeCedar definitely keeping his game alive, playing in the Windsor Adult Volleyball League.
Look at this, just pushing it with the left.
And we're coming back into play as we're scrambling, and
DeCedar
gets a piece of it, keeps it in play. That ball is going to be tight, one-handed set, and Draco digs it up. Mohawk tight on the outside. There's a block from Batista. Nobody there.
Hubert Batista.
How about Jeremy DeCedar keeping that ball alive?
Wow.
He might need some oxygen after that.
He may.
And there's Batista's block.
But he wins the serve on game point.
DeCedar throws it over. Flicks it on outside to the right side. There's a touch. Draco gets beat.
Oh,
Cedar
no,
gets it again. And Draco with the free ball throws it over. Kong goes backcourt to his brother. And that ball goes and hits the side.
Who else would he set at game point? He's going to set his brother.
Of course he does, because he knows his brother isn't going to let him down.
That's right.
James Noga now serving St. Clair with their second set point. Militic outside, the Friesen block ball, and he gets the wipe, and just like that, they take game number 3 of this best of 5.
Wow. Way to come back. Good job with Frankie. Team effort there.
Well, you see a lot of scrambling there from players like Jeremy DeCedar and Batista. Those are the veterans of that team, and just like that, St. Clair College takes it 2-1. You're watching OCAA men's volleyball here on We Digital.
Here, it's about you, your passion, your skills, stepping up to the challenge. It's here where we rise above, soar to our full potential, and where we become work ready. St. Clair College, it's time to take flight. Rise above the ordinary.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor-Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor-Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
I want to understand why.
I want this to be perfect. I want to be inspired.
I want to be challenged.
No matter the reason, our passion to learn brought us here.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
And those men right there, St. Clair College, working hard because Mohawk's pushing it to them, but they're up on top to the Mountaineers, 2-1. And we're going into set number 4 of this best of 5. Ryan Acott, Draco, Militic coming onto that floor. These guys are working hard as the second official's checking the floor to make sure that everybody's where they're supposed to be.
Mohawk receives the serve here.
And going to the back line, looks like we're all ready to go. It's going to be Owen McInnes from Guelph, a first year. 6'3" outside hitter.
Mohawk needs to stop Frankie Friesen.
Everybody in this league needs to figure out Frankie Friesen. There's a pass from DeCedar to Pahal, and then Draco goes long over to the top. That's an overpass. Batista takes the first one. Pahal outside to Friesen, and Friesen puts it down.
Yep. If you wrote a book on this game, as you can see Frankie taking the set outside, you can say, feed Frankie Friesen.
Batista serving it up and keeps it short and inbound. Everybody's pretty happy about that. And he's going to get that point on that serve.
You know what? I can't say enough about Ryan Acott. He's doing everything well. You know, he's blocking, doing a great job. He's got his hands up where there should be, and he's blocking all those tips.
Batista throws it in, keeps it in play. That's 2 in a row. That's good for him. Michael Kong throws it down, and Draco is late on the defense.
Well, it's a battle of 6'6" Frankie Friesen versus 5'9" Mr. Kong. Mr. Kong's holding his own right now.
Little roll shot over the top. Kong finds the court. Beige serves it wide and out of bounds, and just like that, it's 2-1 for St. Clair College. Pahel on the back line for the Saints, serving. Mohawk on the attack, and that ball hits the back line. Wishful thinking.
You know what? He's been, every match I've seen with Patel, he's been serving the ball so well in great areas. That's a really nice ace.
Simran Pahel from Kitchener, Ontario, first year. And here he is with that serve, throws it in. Same area, touch ball on the block. Pahel goes right side to Draco, and Draco goes big on the cross court.
Right on the tee.
That might have been in the inside. It was pretty.
It was real close to be inside there. Yeah.
Oh,
Right on
just
the tee.
big kill from Draco. Pahel shortens it up. Kong pushes it outside to his brother, and that ball is hard to dig. DeCedar gets a piece.
They run that 32 with the ball set inside in between the blockers.
Just to
As you can
shake
see
it up
that.
a bit.
Yeah, just to keep the outside Enrico kept him on
Guessing.
edge.
Ryan Acott out of the middle.
Nice run, good pass.
6 serving 2.
Ryan's up quick. Setter can find him all day long.
Frankie Friesen with the big serve. Goes down. Kong goes right side to his brother Michael, and that guy puts it long and out of bounds.
He's kind of getting away from him a little bit. I think Coach Vinny may be ready for a timeout.
7 serving 2. St. Clair College trying to push this runaway train down the tracks. And Kong goes on the outside, and they go down the line, and Michael Kong makes them pay.
Jeremy did a good job taking as much court as he possibly can, forcing the ball to the libero. And if you can see, the libero just didn't have a chance at this.
Michael Kong in the back line, serving for Mohawk. Puts in a floaty to DeCedar, give and go from Pahel. Block ball, recycle back in. DeCedar is going to take the first one, and Draco takes the setter out going that way, and then Michael Kong comes out of the back court, and Draco takes the first one. Friesen. Pahel is just going to throw it up and over in the 2. Kong back outside on the right side. It's tight to the net, and there's the overpass kill.
There you go, Luke.
Sergeson
Yeah.
from Oak Bank, Manitoba.
They're all watching there now. Thank you for sending Luke to Ontario. He's a very good player.
DeCedar to Pahel, back to DeCedar. Recycle back in, but DeCedar scrambles and gets out of the way. Heads up play.
Is he that fast, or did he just like fall down?
he was moving.
Yeah.
There's Ryan Acott with the float serve, and into the net it goes. And just like that, Mohawk fighting back in here.
7-2 to 8-5.
Slowly filling this hole. Noga on the back line serving. Noga throws it in from Friesen. Pahel goes right side to Draco, and he takes a chicken wing off of Kong.
It's almost like Logan's hitting the ball across court. Try to stop me.
Yeah, it's like he's not even hiding it.
Nope.
He's like, I'm just going to put it across every time.
And that was a really good attempt at that serve. I know exactly where he's going with that.
He's trying to hit that edge.
He was.
Very tough serve, and going to the back line here is Sigurdsson.
Serving down the line, I guess.
And he puts it into the net, and both these teams are starting to have more serving issues.
Okay, you got Kong as a front row setter. You may see him do something if this gets out of hand here.
DeCeater serves it up. High hands going up, digs it out. Pahel's gonna go right side to Frankie Friesen. High ball on the outside from Michael Kong. Oh, no. Mohawk just frozen like deer in headlights.
They caught St. Clair in a shift, if you can see this. Frankie's blocking the left side.
And nobody there.
Nobody there.
That's not good. 11 serving 6. DeCeater puts it in the net. Mohawk gets a break. They got to try to figure out how to get out of this funk that they're in. So on the back line, we have Owen McInnes from Guelph.
He's had some stretches of good serves, so that's what they're hoping for Mohawk.
Big jump serve, and that ball goes out of bounds, and that's 3 unforced errors in a row, really putting us into a lull. I'm gonna have to swing by and get some caffeine in me.
Yes. And Uber's coming back, and he's gonna take a big breath and hit it a lot shorter.
Batista puts it up short. Here we go. Some volleyball action happening here. DeCeater. And Drago's gonna go high, outside, tight to the net. Puts it over the net, and Kong makes some play.
6'6" setter, setting the 5'7" outside, as you can see.
All the way out there.
That's
Nobody
why Frankie
there.
is not a setter.
Coming into the game for Mohawk, serving is gonna be number 6, Alex Tripp from Midland, Ontario.
We haven't seen him yet tonight. He's gonna come in and do the spark. Little floaty.
And into the net. Oh my. And he's getting subbed out right away, coming back in his Bages.
Coach Finney just trying to change things up, get something going. But look who's back serving now.
Pahel throws it in, dug out, back outside, inside. Michael Kong trying to make it work. Pahel gets overpassed, and then we're gonna get a backcourt attack from Pahel.
Thank goodness for Mohawks. That's what they're saying, because they were out of sorts.
9 serving 13 in game 4. This is best of 5. Justin Kong serving.
Saints are huge on the pins right now.
Oh my, and that's got to be about the 7th service error we've seen in the last 4 minutes.
This is the only way you can keep Frankie's stats down, by not serving the ball in play.
That's one way to do it. Frankie Friesen on the back line going to serve. Big jump serve. Kong pushes it out to his brother, Michael Kong, and gets blocked, but out of bounds. Jeremy DeCeater getting the tool.
Yep. Nice swing, a little bit of side spin. See that ball go off the block. Jeremy's got to turn that ball in.
Pahel coming in to giving it to Ryan Acott, and Ryan Acott finds the floor. St. Clair College takes the point.
Ryan runs a 2 in front of the setter, and that's where he goes.
Ryan Acott getting ready, and there's an issue with the net, and the boys are fixing it right now, making sure that that antenna is all lined up with that line.
Logan's got the top half, and then Ono's got the bottom half.
We're all good. Oh, and there's the boss.
Here he comes.
He's like, no, this is how it's done.
Sam Sasso is an amazing official, and you know what? He's a wonderful young man too.
Ryan Acott to serve. Tough serve. And we got a piece of it here, and they're gonna keep it in play. Free ball, heads on over. Friesen gets it back, and he goes long and deep. It's textbook. It's always give and go, give and go.
See this on the replay, just Frankie swinging. It's exactly what he needs to do.
And these boys are excited as we go into the Barber's Chair timeout. Ryan Acott having fun with his guys here. And then we can see a little bit of the stats here, and we can see as why the St. Clair College Saints are up on top. They're not. When you look at the stats, you don't see much of a difference.
No.
But
The only reason that Mohawk is involved in this is from the service errors from the Saints from the first 3 games.
And that continues to be their problem right now, is the serve, receive, and really the unforced errors on their own serving.
Yes. And you can see the blocks. Ubert had 4, probably 5 blocks in that 3rd set. Made a big difference out of that. And on the kill attempts and kills, Frankie's got 21 of 34 of the kills. But I like seeing Ryan Acott get a few balls and Jeremy DeCeater exactly when we needed him to come in and be offensive, he was.
Well, it's just keeping Mohawk honest, you know.
Yes.
You just got to shake it up. I mean, eventually they'll have 3 blockers on Frankie. There's a serve there from Acott. Kong goes backcourt to his brother, and there's Batista with the block waiting for it.
Yeah, there was no attempt to block middle at all.
And he's excited. He's
pumped.
Thank God he's not serving.
Don't hurt your wrist, Stuber. Wow, big block.
Ryan Acott with that serve. Michael Kong's gonna go high on the outside to the left side. Pahel goes in the middle to Batista. Batista, there's pancaked outside, free ball, gets it thrown in. Pahel pushing it outside to DeCeater. DeCeater gets blocked.
Yeah, there was nowhere else for Patel to go. Ball was passed short and low, and he had to go outside. Had to run it outside. But great job on swinging, Jeremy. Keep it going.
Noga serving to Friesen. Pahel goes right side to Andrejko, and there he goes cross court again. But he gets a piece of somebody.
Yeah, there was a touch on Mr. Kong. Yeah, I touched it. Vinny's asking. Yeah, I touched it.
So Andrejko, we're going to see here. Yeah, definitely a touch there in defense. Andrejko on the back line. And first official is having a little conversation with the head coach. So Andrejko takes it. Goes outside, cross court. Oh, and there's a touch from Frankie Friesen. Gets lucky.
Yeah, there was a touch on the block. Jeremy came down and said, Frankie, I touched that. Good job.
So
Tell's going to make sure of these.
Sergeson to serve. That ball goes outside. Oh, Batista gets a little piece of it and just keeps it in.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Saporito has seen enough. There's Batista with a whiff on it, but he just caught it with his finger.
Wow.
And
this is nice to see here.
Well, there's a Barber's Chair timeout, and as we go into that timeout, let's tell you a little bit about what's happening here. The Win Within Spitfires versus the Firebirds. That's going to be Thursday, January 30th. The puck drop will happen at 7:05. It's the 23rd game of the season, and to order the tickets, you can go to www.windsorspitfires.com. Well, right now it's 19 serving 12 as Coach Vinny had seen enough from Mohawk, and St. Clair College really kind of running away with it right now.
Yeah, they are being very aggressive, which I like. And Jeremy DeCeater's going to go back and serve that tough serve back into one again.
He has that thing patented. Serving it long and deep in that corner. There it is. He catches him again, and there it goes. That is a lot of practice there.
Hey guys, in the OCAA, Jeremy DeCeater is going to serve the ball in the deep one.
He's also about 33 years old. He's been doing it since he was 12.
Yes.
Shakes it up, drops it up, backcourt to Michael Kong. Michael Kong puts it in, dug up. Simran sets it back out to Frankie Friesen. He gets blocked by Beges.
There they need a little bit of boost, and that's what they needed to get. They have to stop Frankie Friesen.
Mohawk coming out of their timeout and getting a little bit of excitement here.
13 serving 12. They need to make a big run here.
Owen McInnes, the
watch
serve.
Patel to run back quick to Hubert to hold the block.
Jump serve. DeCeter takes it. Pahel gets it, and Frankie Friesen makes it look easy.
Yeah, as a coach, you can see this ball coming over top. Jeremy, great pass, firing it outside, and he's over top.
Coming into the game, number 9, Jordan Furr, taking out Batista. Batista did what he was supposed to do, and that was fix his serve.
He did.
21 serving 13. Big jump serve coming in. Into the net, hits the top of the tape. Ball goes outside. Oh my! Frankie Friesen making him pay.
It was tough inside set for Michael.
Fair to serve. 22 serving 13. There's a pass shanked out of the middle, and service reception's a problem here for Mohawk.
I think this is a good chance for St. Clair to learn how to press when they're on top. It's a learning experience.
So there's a overpass serve. That goes up, Friesen. Deep long shot from Pahel. And Kong goes down the line. And Mohawk still fighting. There's a dog in this fight still.
Yeah, you can see right through the big blocks. Kong was just taking on the high hands. That's what he was doing. So
Beijing's on the back line.
He's had some good serves tonight.
Big jump serve. Outside to Frankie Friesen. Frankie Friesen gets the touch. And just like that, it's 24-14, and St. Clair College has the first set and match point of the game.
Patel has found the open hitter all night long. He's going to serve game point now.
There's goes on the outside, and then big cross court, and DeCeter can't handle it. That ball goes out of bounds. So going to the back line is going to be Justin Kong. Pahel forces the middle to Ryan Acott. And that goes down, and Patel has a problem handling it.
There was about 14 inches to hit that ball down the line.
And he found it.
Great job, Mr. Kong.
St. Clair College with their third set and match point. Kong throws over a lollipop. Pahel goes right side, and Friesen puts an end to it, and that's the game. They wrap it up 25-16 in the fourth set here at St. Clair College.
Patel all day long has found the open man. You can see it's a single block, and he's just burying it.
Frankie Friesen loves that wraparound, and that's exactly what he did. And there you have it. The St. Clair Saints take care of the Mountaineers 3-1 at 25-17, 25-19, and 25-16. You're watching OCAA men's volleyball action, and when we come back, we'll have the player of the game here on We Digital.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
Mont's On Time Express has all of your delivery needs covered with a fleet of 50 vehicles, including cargo and sprinter vans, along with 24-foot straight trucks. It doesn't matter if the freight is big or small. Mont's On Time Express can guarantee safe and prompt delivery service throughout Canada and the United States. Licensed to broker freight throughout North America, Mont's On Time Express features same-day delivery service, along with a state-of-the-art dispatching system and live GPS tracking assistance. Mont's is fully insured and Canadian bonded and has certifications with FAST, CTAT, PIP, and SmartWay. Mont's On Time Express is open 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. To get your delivery moving, contact Mont's On Time Express at www.montsontime.ca or call toll-free at 877-250-8282.
Well, I'm live here at St. Clair College for OCAA men's volleyball action. I'm sitting here with the player of the game, Simran Patel. You had an amazing game.
Thank you.
All right, so when you came into this game, what was the strategy here with Coach Riam?
Coach set us up because we realized that they like to run left side a lot out of system. So our goal was to serve it onto the setter's left shoulder, so he was forced to go left side. And we executed that plan perfectly, making our blocks and our defense in the right spot at the right time.
Exactly. So then what allowed you to do is to have a lot of free balls there for Frankie Friesen. How's it like have him in a give and go?
It's amazing because there's no such thing as a bad set for him. So Coach just tells me to put the ball up high, and he does the rest for it.
Well, with you being a first year, does it help having a lot of these veterans out there like Jeremy DeCeter? He's pretty much an old man out there.
Yeah, they bring a lot of experience to the game, stuff that we haven't seen because it's the first year. So it's a lot different than club volleyball. So these guys just tell us to keep our cool because, like, fans, we've never really had a big crowd like this. So, like, it helps having them and telling us what to do at the right time.
Well, you had an amazing game. We're happy to have you here at St. Clair College.
Thank you.
Well, on behalf of myself here with Rob Lynch and the player of the game, Simran, don't forget Wednesday we have our games at 6 o'clock with the girls, and then at the boys is 8 o'clock. You've been watching volleyball here with We Digital.